And I totally forgot I did a new intro.
I was listening to the music going, God, that's lovely.
Oh my goodness, Lisa. And let me just introduce you, your lovely self. This, first of all, my name's Lisa Huber with the Divine I Am Broadcast Network. You're listening to Lisa Roney, and she can uniquely channel messages from your higher self, spirit guides, angelic realm to clear karmic patterns, soul contracts, and chakra alignments. And I'm so happy we're here together. Yay!
Yay! I know, it's been a while.
I know. So I wanted to say, guys, for anyone that's just joined in on the feeds, we were just talking to everyone. Hi, Bev. We were just talking to everyone in Clubhouse. What we'd like to do for fun. Hi, Zanula. What we'd like to do for fun, instead of us picking or just going through a list, we would like you guys, if you wouldn't mind, to participate in an intuitive collective of selecting who you feel. If I give you a number, if there's 15 people in Clubhouse and I say pick between 1 and 15, if you could collectively from your hearts picture what number is coming to you, that person is the one that's probably going to need that message the most, or for the collective. So that's what we'd like to do, guys, and vice versa. So I'll just go to feeds, Clubhouse, feeds, Clubhouse. Hope that made sense, guys. And I just wanted to welcome in real quick. I got to break out my magnifying glass. This is so bad. Welcome, Lula.
Here, I'll wipe off my bifocals.
Welcome, Krista and Mazook, Lula. And I'm going to send you guys invites. Welcome, everyone. Usually, because we're on a broadcast, I will ask for permission to record before we post our shows. But in this case, since Clubhouse has added that wonderful chat box down there to the bottom left, if you could please put "you have my permission," that just means to me that I can ask you up and we can do a reading, guys. I don't even have to ask anymore. It's awesome. No more robotic. Yeah. Okay, guys, let me just do this. I'm going to say goodbye from me, and you take it away, Lise. Let's just, mwah. There you go.
I hope everybody is well today. I really, really do. So are we starting with the chat box with the number first, or are we doing that at the end? Because I guess I'm a little confused too.
Yeah, let me do that. Because we went into Clubhouse and we appreciate you guys. You help us with our tech. Let me ask if they, let me just check in the feeds. Wow, guys, I see Bev is with us, Zanula, Laya. Welcome, everyone. So they're coming in from Facebook, all the other platforms, and then we have everybody else in Clubhouse. Mm-hmm. And I know it's going to take a little bit, but I think it'll be fun in the end, guys. If, for instance, we say, everyone in the feed, could you give us a number? Just give us a number between, for instance, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on stage. Between 1 and 6, Bev, Laya, Zanula, and Queen D. If you could give me a number between 1 and 6 through your heart, who you feel that needs that collective message. Oh, they're popping them up real quick. Between 1 and 6, guys. And I will let the lucky person know. Wonderful. Get some quick responses. Thank you so much, guys. And then what we're going to do, we're going to ask Clubhouse members to do the same with you. So I am seeing. Yep. Okay. It looks like we have. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bahi, are you there?
Yes.
Yay, welcome back, Bahi. How are you?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being here. You've been
my pleasure.
Oh no, thank you, honey. You've been selected by the collective. So
by the collective.
You're up, Lise. This is Bahi. Thank you,
Bahi. Well, it's very nice to visit with you this afternoon. I just need you to take a couple of deep breaths with me and focus into your heart center.
Okay.
It's already jumping at me. It's like I haven't done a live in a while, and I feel like all this nice energy coming through. So it's like coming straight at me. When I jumped into your energy, it went straight up to your heart chakra. And I mean straight up to your heart chakra. They're showing that you've done some work in your heart chakra area. And I feel like you have been aware, like it's in your awareness now of maybe you've had some karmic cords and you've severed them, or you're healing, or you feel like you're healing them. They keep saying like he's been healing this. And it's like a process that you have been going through in time. And they're saying you, and they know that you're on the right track, and they want you to know this, but that's what they keep showing me. They're going to your heart chakra and they're showing me leads coming off of it, which to me shows karmic cords, like that you are attached to another person. And I feel like this connection that you have with this person is something you came into this lifetime with, and it's something that you agreed to, but right now it doesn't serve you the purpose. I have a question. Would you, because Spirit's telling me that you need assistance doing this. Are you okay with me doing a little healing with you now? Pardon me?
Your voice is was cutting.
Your voice was cutting
out. Okay. That's what I'm worried about when we have high winds here. Okay. I just wanted to know if you're okay with me doing a little healing with you to help with these karmic cords that's coming off your heart.
Sure.
Okay. Just give me a second. Actually, when I was sending the energy, and the energy is going to you now, when I did it, they were showing me 2. And I feel like it's coming off the bottom right-hand side of your heart chakra, right over on the almost dead center in here. Okay. But then after that, they sit there and I could do the little whole, like their hands cross forehead. They're like, okay, we got that part done. They said now they want to have a little bit of fun today too. And I love this because the energy is just like getting really, really high. They said you're actually coming into some new energy. It's like I feel like you've been stuck a little bit. And they said and they really are not wanting me to say the word stuck. They said it's been like a null. And they said it's just been kind of slowly going through. And they said you're actually coming into some new energy. And I feel like this energy is like late May, early June. And I feel like things are really going to get exciting for you. Like some changes are happening, or it's a celebration. But I mean, they're showing me you actually enjoying things more, getting out a little bit more. And they said, this is where you need to go to. And they're going back to your heart chakra when they're doing this. And they said, because you need to take care of yourself as well. Because taking care of yourself, you have to do first before you can take care of others. And they said, and you need to have that balance. I feel like you're a little unbalanced. Boy, they do. They're just sending you all kinds of energy today, which is a good thing. but they do. There's like, if I feel like this winter, this going through the winter and stuff like that, I feel like it's been all work, no play, instead of all play, no work or anything. It's like it's a little imbalanced. And they said they would really like for you to use a little bit more self-care with you and giving yourself permission to get out a little bit more, because they miss the smile. They're saying, I miss the smile. And it's going back and forth saying, I miss the smile. And actually, it's like a guide has stepped away, because the guide came forward. One of your guides came forward saying, I really, really would like him to have a little healing and that help. And now I feel like it's an ancestor that has moved forward. It's female. And I always tell people, I'm not a medium. I get mediumship messages, but I'm not a medium. I have a female. She is stepping forward. She seems to be smaller and framed, like she's a little petite. And dark hair. I don't think it's short. It appears to be short, but I really feel like she has it pulled back. Kind of like me. She has it pulled back. I pull my hair up. But she's very calm. When her energy comes forward to me, she's very calm. And she wants to show affection towards you, like she wants me to send you love. She goes, but it might not have been something that she had done in life. Like she wouldn't have been overly affectionate, but and I feel like she kind of regrets that a little bit. It was like, I wish I would have done a little bit more. But she really is. She is like, I want him to be open. And it always goes back to your heart chakra. It's like, I want him to be open. I want him to take care of him. I'm going to leave you with that. And I really do. I hope that resonated. And anytime I send a healing comes back to me and I can feel my heart chakra opening up more. So thank you for that as well.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, it was very useful. And I'm healing nowadays. And this instability is because I've been looking for a job, like I've been applying a job for some time. And I'm waiting. If you
give me just a second, I also heard in the back of my head, give him some Archangel Michael. If you don't mind, I'm going to send you an Archangel Michael alignment. They want you to go send it, and he helps with your throat chakra. So when you do get when you do get the interviews that are coming, it's going to be able for you to, to speak more freely. They say, because the stagnant, and that's exactly what it is. The wintertime and like feeling kind of lull and not having that balance of what you need. And he wants you to be able to open freely. So if you give me just a second, just say yes in your head and you can receive it. And just know when it's your turn and when these interviews do come, that you can be yourself, and the right job is going to come to you because you can speak freely. And when it comes from your heart chakra up into your throat, know that it's coming from a good place. And I'm going to leave you with that. I hope that extra love, and trust me, I get it. The pandemic has been rough on a lot of jobs, and my family included. So there you go, Miss Lise.
Yeah, thank you so much for your reading. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Oh, so happy to see you in here, Bahi, and thank you very much, and good luck to you. I hope you'll come back and keep us informed. Yes. So, please. For anyone that's just joining us, if you're in the feeds, I see. Welcome to welcome Di, and Zanelle and Queen D. And in Clubhouse, I saw. Let me just break out my magnifying glass. Hardy, Mary Lou's on stage. Yay! Nita and Lula. We have Christy and Sarah, Martha and Michaela. And down at the bottom, I just saw Dr. Gig join, and Aaron, welcome. Levade and Kate and Miss Sook. I'll send you guys invites. I just wanted to reset the room. We're doing something new, something fun today. My name's Lisa Huber with the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, and you're listening to the very lovely and extremely talented Lisa Roney. And that link up above, you will be, if you subscribe to that, you'll be able to see all our energy practitioners next week. But I wanted to let you know, we're doing a selective of messages. Who is to receive a message that is for the greatest and good of the collective. So we just did a reading. Everyone in the feeds just selected a number between 1 and 6 because we had 6 people on a stage in Clubhouse. So Bahi was that recipient of that. I'd like to ask in Clubhouse, if you're there, we have the comment button now on the bottom left, or the comment chat section. First, if you're up on stage, please let me know if I have your permission. Just say you have my permission so we can record you on the show. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in our feeds. And I'd like to ask people in Clubhouse if they could, from their hearts, just picture a number between 1 and 6 that you feel that person needs that message the most. And we're calling this a collective selection from the collective. Let me just send you guys invite from on the bottom there. Thank you so much for joining us. Sending you an invite, Aaron. Levade. Welcome, Kate. So again, in that little bottom hand left chat section there. Okay, we're popping in some numbers. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Between 1 and 6. Let me just check. And I do have your permission. That's great. And it looks like, wow, it's number 3, and I can go and tell you who number 3 is. That's what I picked. Oh my God, I love it. This is what I'm saying. You come through with your heart, collectively, selectively. You guys just chose a message for Leah. Is it Leah? Leah, I'm sorry, Leah. Leah says, Bev Grand. Oh, she's talking to somebody, Bev. Let me just go and see if I can find where she joined. Yay! Leah. Congratulations, honey. Let me just check the feeds.
Okay.
She's saying Grand Risings love, send me. Okay. Nope. We can't do her. Yep. I see. Wrong. That is someone that's actually spamming. Okay.
Oh, lovely.
I'm so
Well, that's
sorry,
maybe
guys.
that's why we that's why we got the
Exactly.
collective 3, so
Everybody,
we can
everybody got that right. That's right. Let me go to the next one, guys. Let me just check the numbers here. I see 3, 6, 6. We're going to 6. Thank you for that, guys. I appreciate you guys. You just got helped us get rid of that. Jeez.
It happens.
I have Queen D. Queen D, come on down. Thank you, everyone in Clubhouse. Queen D. She said, can I please get a reading?
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, everyone in Clubhouse. Okay. And then we'll go back to Clubhouse.
All right, Queen, if you could just take a big deep breath right into your heart center with me. And if you need to, if it takes 2 for you to feel like you're getting there, take 2. If it takes 3, take 3. It's just how it goes. Actually, Queen, when I step into your energy, because I do read differently and I do read through your aura, they're actually going into your aura color. And it's not necessarily this is your aura color, but it's the color that is resonating with you at this moment. And it is this beautiful, beautiful lilac color. And for me, when I'm in your energy, this lilac color is so calm. I just raised it up a little bit, within my crown chakra to a different color so I can read you a little bit better. But when I step into your energy, the first thing I get is like, it's kind of funny. I have like 3 guides and they're like standing, like it's weird because I have 3 guides here on the left and it's going into a V shape. And on the right side of the V, it is your ancestors, and they're like a little farther back than your guides. It's like they want the guides to take the lead in it. It's like they're sitting there saying, no, just hold on a second, let them go first, because they think that they really want you to make sure that you're getting the healing that you need if you want it. And that's where they're going, because I have a feeling, Lisa, that this may be a healing hour. Like there's a lot of energy because I've said it and I got it in the meditation and I got it with the first one. It was like, oh, we're going straight into healing first. And that's why the guides are coming forward. When they do, they're going down. Actually, they're going down farther into your root chakra, not all the in your sacral. They're not going up into your solar plex. And when they're hitting this, they're hitting up through your sacral. They're hitting it pretty hard. And they said, I feel like, and I get it now. For me, I get manifestations from the sacral chakra, and they're showing me that you're hitting I feel like you're hitting a wall with manifestations. Is where they're going with, and they want me to release a little energy from your sacral because it's like you're holding everything in. And if you're okay with that, you just say yes in your mind. And if you don't have to accept it. I'm going to release a little energy so you can move this energy. And they're going back to it, because when I see manifestations, they always show me this beautiful glass cooking bowl. Some people's bowls are really big. Some people's bowls are really small, and it's layered, and it could be overflowing. Some people could just have a few ideas and everything in there. But when I go to your glass manifestation, this is the first time I have ever seen it quite pictured like this, because normally it looks sometimes like little pieces of paper that someone wrote notes on. Sometimes their manifestations come to me and they look like taffy candy in the wax paper that it is twisted. And they're saying, no, hers is different. They said her manifestations are different. It's because, and it's all together, and it's more like a liquid. And this, like I said, this is the first time I've ever got this imagery. And they said it's because what you're manifesting for is for it. I feel like you're manifesting for a collective of your own. It's not just for you. It's like you've been putting a lot of thought and process into ideas that would help the people that are great, that are around you right now. And they're saying that is where she's at. And I feel like you're getting stuck. Like it's stuck. Asking for a little bit more information. Now I have another. So the you're in the V shape now. Your guides have stepped back a little bit, and they're telling the family members to come forward because they really did. The guides wanted to work on that energy that was stuck in your sacral. And I do have a few ancestors moving forward. And when I mean by ancestors moving forward, they're just here in your best interest. But I have one, and I really can't see her that well, but I have one that she is really, really loud in my right ear. It's almost deafening. Like she wants to yell. Like because I can hear her saying it, scream it from the rooftops. Like if you're so proud of this, that you should be standing on every rooftop, letting everybody know with a megaphone, just putting whatever it is that you're wanting to get out there, to get it out there. And so then they're wanting is like, don't be shy about this. It's like, it's like preach it to the choir because everybody's going to listen. Whenever you're ready, everybody is going to listen, and you're going to be able to get your message across. And they want you to know that. They said it's like you have a message inside of you and you need to get it out. And it goes back down because they're going straight up to the throat chakra about talking, and they're going straight back down to the manifestations. I said this manifestations that you're working on, and it's like you've got to get vocal about it, and you've got to put it out to the universe. And they're showing me it's like she's got to get this information out. It's like you hold some things in, and you've got to let the universe know about it. And God created the universe. This is all our gift from God. And it's kind of like, if you want the good things, you got to say the good things. And they're reminding me, they're telling me, said, remind her. And I can hear it because it's something I have to tell myself, because I'll tell myself, oh, I can't afford that. I have to wait. And I'm like, no, it's not for me right now. Maybe in the future, but I don't shut myself down as much. And they're saying that's really what she needs to do. I feel like you're saying we can't have that right now, or you haven't had permission to be like that before. And they said, that's not the way she needs to talk with herself. She needs to go back to, our lovely Abraham Hicks and Esther, when they talk of that positive thinking and everything like that, because they're showing me that, because like sometimes I could be, house cleaning and stuff like that. And I turn on Abraham Hicks, and I love Esther's voice of the positivity of holding that energy like you should, that vibration, and the way you should. And they said, because once you get to that vibration, and that is where the manifestations are going to go. So you got to cut the negative talk down to yourself. You got to sing it from the rooftops, tell the universe, keep that energy high, and it's coming. It's coming. And I hope that resonated with Miss Queen. I really do.
I'm just going to check the feeds. Excuse me. And Miss Queen, if you'd like to leave comment or feedback, we do go back and check. It's always nice to know confirmations, and I can tell you,
absolutely,
you're wonderful. She said thank you. She's yep. I don't know if you see her comment right there. Thank you so much. Yeah. And if you're just joining us, I just wanted to say you're listening to Lisa Roney, and she is live now on our Facebook page and other platforms. But we hope you'll click that YouTube link above, because that's where you'll be able to catch her when she's live. And also, Lisa, do you have a business page on Facebook?
I've never used a business page on Facebook, and we have this group conversation going that I should, but I don't. I really don't, because it takes work.
It does. I know.
Work. Mm-hmm. And I really need to, and I want to go there, but I haven't yet. I just need to get through a few more things in my personal life so I can have a little bit more free time.
Mm-hmm. So, in the meanwhile,
anybody can hit me up on my personal page. I'm not one of those people. I think that we're all here for each other, and you can see pictures of my granddaughter and pictures of my boys just the same as everybody else. And I mean, it's just I'm pretty real, and that's how it goes.
So I just want to say, guys, if anything Lisa's saying today resonates, I hope you'll send her a message. Her email is at readingsbyRoney, RONEY, at yahoo.com. But we're playing a game, guys. We're doing a collective intuition game where we're going from Clubhouse to the feeds because we have multiple platforms coming in where we asked you to pick a number. And the number that you choose, hopefully, if you're focusing in from your heart, it's going to be a message for someone that's for the greatest and highest good of the collective. So I just put into the feeds for the people that are in Clubhouse. I asked the people in the feeds if they could choose a number between 1 and 15 at the time. And I'm just looking to see the numbers are coming through. And it looks like they're picking. Yep. Looks like we have, guys. Let me just see who that is in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 on Clubhouse. Come on down. Is that Krista? Krista, are you there? Hello, Krista. Oh, guys, and that mute button is at the bottom now, too. I've noticed a lot of people are having trouble unmuting the mic. And I think they've moved it down to the bottom. So I just want to make sure I give her a little bit of chance. Let me just check. Chris, are you there? Oh, it looks like we might have lost her, guys. Let me go back in. Let me just check into the.
I think she accidentally moved herself to the audience.
Oh, shoot. I see you raising your hand. I'm sending you an invite right now, honey. Yeah, it's a little tricky with the buttons. And if you're like me, like my fingers are small, my phone is even smaller, though. It's just like, it's hard to hit the buttons. So I sent you an invite to be a speaker, honey.
And I'm blind, so it takes me a minute to focus.
Oh, we're a pair together, huh? Let me just check. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're seeing that invite to speaker, but I just sent that up, Krista. And I promise you, I will come back to you. Let me send that again. I'm going to move on, but we will come right back to you. Send an invite to speak. If you are able to hit that invite to speak and come back up, and I will look for you, honey. I'm going to go for the next number that I see in here that they've given me, and it looks like, wow, they're saying number 1. Like,
there you go.
Yeah. Martha, are you there?
I am. Oh, I'm excited.
Yay! I'm so glad. And thanks again for your help with the tech, honey. I appreciate it. Martha, Lisa, Martha.
Very nice to meet you, Miss Martha. Do you have any questions, or would you just like to hear from Spirit today?
Just hear from Spirit.
Okay, just take a big deep breath with me into your heart center. Take as many as you need. Instantly, when I step into your energy, they're giving me this really beautiful gold color. And when I'm showing the gold color, they're actually going up to your crown chakra. We're going straight up into your crown chakra. And they're saying you're very connected. And said you're highly intuitive and you always have been, but you've questioned it. It's like you've sat there at points in your time in your life like, did that just happen? Like you had that intuitiveness and you've thought about it and you've kind of brushed it off. And they're saying they've sent you signs for a long time how intuitive you actually are.
That is so accurate.
Okay. That's
decided that for years I have been and just didn't recognize it.
Yes, and they're showing this like they've been sending you signs for a really long time that they wanted you to pick up on it, and they said, but they've actually said you've got a very good knowing. Like they're showing me because it's coming up into my ear, like the energy's coming up into my ears, and they said she's actually got a very good knowing that you've relied on a lot in your life that you didn't always put it together. It's like when you've come out of situations, sometimes you've looked at it going, thank you, because you had that inner thought of maybe you needed to steer a different direction, and it was actually Spirit actually pushing you into a different direction because to keep you. And it's like we just kind of put her in sometimes, and we're buffered for her, and that's the exact words they're using. They said they've used themselves as a buffer with their energy to help steer you away because they're going, she's pretty stubborn. They're like. And I don't mean this in a bad way. No, I don't mean this in a bad way. It's kind of like they're saying she's a very actual loyal person. So, because when people ask me what my best and worst quality is, it's always the same thing. To me, it's my loyalty because I'm very loyal. And they're saying she's very loyal like you. And they said in the integrity part that goes with it means a lot. And they said, but your loyalty, sometimes you've stayed loyal longer than you should have. And they really would like you to be, yes. And they're saying she stayed loyal longer than she should have, and it ended up hurting her. And I've been there. So trust me, I get what you're doing, but they're wanting to go back, and they're sitting there saying that is like, it's like a brick wall with you. And that's what they meant by stubborn. It's like they try to send you signs and you kind of ignored them. And then all of a sudden you hit it. It's like you didn't have a choice, but you had to make a decision. And you know, and that was them. They said, you know, sometimes they don't want people to go through situations, but sometimes they have to have you hit that brick wall so you'll make a choice, because you couldn't continue to go in the direction that you were going in. And they go, but you still, with your free will, you were able to, you know, you either went on and it stayed bad and then, you know, finally got out of it. And they said, but it feels like a reoccurring like wall, like getting it. And then they're really going down to like maybe a family member, or I really don't even want to say it's one family member. I feel like maybe it's a group of family, you know, like a certain situation that keeps like reoccurring with a certain group of people. And they said, but they go, now she's able to step back from the situation a little bit and look at it from a different perspective, and that you're seeing things from different eyes. And they go, you're seeing things through maybe Georgie Porgy over here and the way he looked at the situation, and you're able to look at it from a different perspective. And they said they really, really want you to keep doing that, because sometimes we can be so rushed to judgment. And it goes back to, you know, walk a mile in your shoes, Martha. And they're like, you've walked a mile, but they're saying that you didn't just walk the mile. You also carried another one while you were doing it. And they were like, and it's time to go back to that heart chakra and take care of yourself. They were like, they really, really, really need her to take care of herself. And it's not going and getting a mani and a pedi sometimes. Sometimes it is seriously an hour or two sitting outside in the quiet and getting that good grounding going, and just kind of like recharging your batteries, or I can see planting flowers and sitting outside and looking at the, you know, just the natural beauty of everything. And they said they really would like to see you go back to that more. And it's, well, and where you're at is, you know, it's getting into that time of year, you know, where we can, and, you know, go float the river, put your feet in the water. Cause that's what they're kind of showing me. They're like, no, she's not going to float the river, but she'll dangle her feet in there. And they're like, I'll still go float the river with you, honey. But they're saying, but no, she'll like dangle her feet in there and stuff like that. But they're saying that's where you need to get back to, like a little bit more self-care, a little bit more time to reflect, and keep that perspective going. Make sure that you're looking at it, because once you're aware of a situation, you really can look at it from different eyes. So, and that's what I'm going to leave you with. And I really do hope that resonated, Martha.
Oh, it really did. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are absolutely welcome.
Thank you, Martha. And thank you, everyone that's just joining in. We have a lot of people that just joined in the feed. I just wanted to say welcome to Brandy Jane. Thank you so much. And guys, we are playing an intuitive collective game where we're letting you choose numbers. And based on that number, that person from whatever feed it is receives a message, hopefully for the greatest and good of the collective. And also, if you're just joining in Clubhouse, my name's Lisa Huber with the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, and you're listening to Lisa Roney. And I'm hoping if anything resonates, you'll feel free to reach out to her. You're on Facebook. I mean, just type Lisa Roney.
Yep, just Lisa Roney. Just find me and send me a message. Send me a friend's request. I'm okay with it. Like I said, you get to hear about my adventures with my family.
Oh, and I love all your adventures and all your pictures, and it's beautiful. Let me just say, thank you so much, guys. We just did a reading in Clubhouse. We're going into the feeds. I asked ahead of time for the people to put a number down in our chat box in Clubhouse between 1 and 5, and they chose 5. 5. Welcome, Verlaine. I'm so glad you made the live, Verlaine. You're number 5. You've been selected by the collective.
Okay. I'm going to, She's Facebook. I didn't. I twisted my head and thought we were in Clubhouse for a second.
I'm sorry.
Just go ahead. Nope. Just Miss Crawford. Just go ahead and take a couple deep breaths with me, and focus into your heart center. When I first step into your energy, I'm really actually getting this really beautiful green. And it is absolutely the color that is working for you now. And it's a really deep color green. I'm just going to go a little bit darker. And sorry, guys, my neighbors came home and Ava's letting us all know about it.
Oh,
I know. I don't think it's my neighbors. I think it's my husband because they're crying. They're like, it's Dad.
Daddy's home.
Yeah. So when I go up there, and they're also, this is the second one in a row. When I go straight up, they're wanting me to go a little bit higher. I'm not going all the way up into your crown chakra, but it's kind of in between your third eye and your crown. It's like they're, because for me, the visionary they give me at the base of your crown chakra is almost like lip-like. It has like a lip on it. And when I'm there, I feel like you have a little bit of stuck energy in there. And if you're okay with it, if you're not, just don't accept it. If you want to, I'm going to send some energy your way to help create and release a little bit around there to help get that flowing, because that is where they're going with it. Yep, it's my husband. Sorry, guys. And Kuma. Can't leave him out. Yeah, because that's what they said. I feel like when the energy is coming down, because you're also very connected with the divine and the energy that's coming down. I feel like it was when your energy is coming down, I feel like you're getting a little stuck here. And it goes from a straw to it goes down. And they were like, she needed just to widen it open a little bit and feel a little more standing in her, it's just like that firm pillar of light. They were like, she needs that firmer pillar of light. And now they're going straight into what you need to. They just like energy first. I'm like, thank you. We're on a healing hour of energy first. And as soon as like you hit the energy towards her, she's okay. But now they want to go and she's like, now you can do the fun stuff. So they keep telling me 2, 3, 2, 3. I don't know if we're going 2 to 3 like months, which puts me into summertime. And I don't think it's the number 23 because they keep saying 2-3, 2-3. Because I feel like something is like, it's like in 2 to 3 months, it's what they're showing me. It's going to be like summertime. I feel like almost end of June. It's like, it's changing. And it's like, she's going to hit it. And it's like the direction is changing. And they're saying this is absolutely for the good. They said, it's like, it's changing. It's like your energy is shifting at the end, towards the end of June is what I feel like. And it's like, you've been going forward. I feel like it's almost like project-like. They said it's not so much, I don't know, because they're giving me a little mixed on that one. Hold on. I don't feel like it's like 100% work related, but I feel like it's something you're passionate about. Like you do a lot of work with it, but you don't feel like it's work. So that's when I said project. They were like, no, it's not quite project. And it's like you've been going down this road with direction, but you're getting all these new ideas that are coming to you, which is going to make you change, the trajectory of it. So it's like you think that you're going down this one path, and then then you get these new ideas, and it changes your awareness a little bit, and you're able to look at it differently. And it feels like it's like you're still going to go forward, but you're going to cross over a little bit and then move forward. It's like you're going to take this little detour. That's what they're showing me, this little detour, because it's always about the journey. It's always about like when we do set up these manifestations, and we do want to do that because that's what they're going with. Because they said manifestations, because they said like they would really like me to send you an Archangel Ariel activation. It's because it's like she needs a little bit of help. So if you're okay with it, I'm going to go ahead and send the energy towards you. If you want to accept it, just say yes in your mind. Because it's like you've got angels all around you, and it's like they're bubbling up. It's like they're excited for what's coming towards you. And I mean, when I see like bubbling up, it's almost like they're giddy. It's like they've been waiting for this for a while, for you to look at it from a different, from a different angle. And they said, and it's getting ready to happen. And when it does, it's like, there, it's going to go, and it's going to start moving forward. But I do. And I feel like when you get to that point where you were going to go around it, they said that she's going to be on the same journey that she was already on, but she gets to look at it differently. And it's like when you change that direction that you move forward in, they're showing me she's just going to smile so much more. But there's other things, and they're sitting there saying too, because now my throat's getting caught up. I'm going to create and just like I said, once again, say yes in your head if you want to do it. I'm going to create and release some energy around your throat chakra, because I'm all of a sudden, it's like I'm having a hard time speaking. It's like I'm having a hard time speaking. And I feel like that's part of it. Here, I'll open my eyes back up. Sometimes I need to close my eyes so I can see my imagery better. But when it comes up into your throat and stuff like that, they're saying like it's getting stuck. It's like there's things that you want to say, but you don't always know how to say it. And they said, in here, and I feel like I just feel like it's this summertime. You're going to come up into a situation where you're going to have to change the way you look at it. And they're saying it's like you've got to either use your voice or you have to step back. And they said, but don't be scared. It's like you need to continue to protect yourself and the way you feel about things. And when I guess protect wouldn't be quite the right word. It's more the vocalize. It's kind of like speak your piece. It's kind of like, hey, put it out there, because if it's coming from your heart, it's never bad. And they do. It's like, you know what? Put it out there, because you just don't know who's going to follow along. And that's the part of it. It's like you don't know who's going to join you on that journey once you get your voice. And I do. I hope that resonated with you. I really do. I don't know how to talk. Okay. I just seen the comment.
She did say, I'm sorry. She said, will I be channeling again? Mm-hmm.
When they go back to the we'll be channeling again, I feel like it's like, and maybe that goes back up into your crown chakra. When I first stepped in, because they wanted to go there, it's like you've got some blockage in there. Valerie, if you want to, go ahead and hit me up on Facebook, and I'll do, because I've always done this. When we do these lives and stuff together, if I get you need the little extra help and maybe something, a little bit one-on-one, just hit me up on Facebook or send me an email at that ReadingsbyRoney@Yahoo, and we'll set up a time and I'll get with you. But I feel like you've got some blockage. And that's when I first stepped into your energy, because it said your pillar of light, came down. It was a lot bigger. And then once we got to the bottom of your crown chakra into your third eye, I felt it kind of suck in again. So, and I really do think it's that part of it. But when you ask the question, will I be channeling again? I always get like a red light, green light for my, for that. And they instantly said, that's completely up to you. And they was like, that is completely up to her. And that's, it's like a personal choice. It's that they're there, and I can feel like I feel like you have a support team behind you. It's like they're there. It is like you need to find your grounding again. You need to find your tune-ups again. But once again, just send me a message. We'll get together, and I'll give you an hour, and we'll get some things going for you. Miss Lise?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lise.
Oh, I'm good. That's what Miss. Yeah. Valerie. Okay. I wasn't in my head. I thought it said Valerie. Once again, I'm so blind. I need new glasses. But
it's you and me both. I'm literally sitting here with my magnifying glass. But Charlene, thank you so much, because I know she wanted to join your live, and I'm so glad you're able to make it, honey. So yeah, I hope you connect for one-on-one. Thank you, Verlaine. And thank you, everyone that was joined in. I see Brandy Jan 13 is my favorite number too. I love that. Thank you so much. We're going to go into Clubhouse. Thank you, everyone. We have, let me just see. We have Mystic joined us, Al, Laura, Kennedy, Judith Ann, and Kate. Yay, Melissa. And two Melissas, welcome. Brianna, Mizuka's with the Krista. I've been sending, I feel so horrible, Lisa. Krista, we had wanted to give her a live
Yes.
a reading, but for some reason, when I send the invite to speaker, it's not showing up for her. Would you want her to reach out? Okay.
Yeah, reach out to me. No,
She
if
says she has
spirit
her
was
hand
called
raised.
upon, yeah,
Yeah.
tell her the same. Tell her the same thing. She can send me an email or send me something on Facebook. If spirit, is getting her out there and we're having technical
Yes.
problems, no, I'll absolutely give her a hand.
Yes, because I've been sending them, and she's putting her hand up, and for some reason, it's not showing up on invite speaker up on stage for her. So, Krista, you can reach Lisa Roney, Roney. She's on Facebook, and you can also reach her through email at readingsbyroney@yahoo.com. And please know, Lisa's a regular here, so she'll be back. We just work out the days. It's usually the same time. And also, we have a Facebook private group. So, I'm so sorry about that, Krista. But yes, please connect with her for one-on-one, honey. And I just wanted to say thank you, everyone, for giving me those numbers for the collective reading. The person that I have, based on what the people in the feed gave me for a number, is Michaela. Michaela, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yay, welcome, Michaela. Thank you so much,
Hi,
honey.
Michaela.
Hi.
Hi, Michaela. Would you like to have a general reading from spirit, or is there something more that you wanted to talk about?
A general, please.
General?
Yeah.
Michaela, when I first step into your energy, actually your energy color around you right now that is working for you is almost this white platinum color. It's your energy is actually really, really, really bright, like bright. Because when I close my eyes, I'm being blinded. It is so bright. Okay, I got them to calm that down for a second. Took a little bit. But then they straight go down into your root chakra, and they really would like to talk about grounding. They were like, I feel like you're trying to ground, and you're trying, like, it's in your awareness now when you're getting out of grounding, because that's the part they want to go to. It's like it's in your, almost like in your awareness, like your day's going good. You feel like you've got that, every step you're taking, you feel like it's nice and solid, and it's like then you kind of get a little off. But now you're realizing that you're getting a little off, and you're learning how to pull your energy back in. And they go, that is beautiful. They said that is like a huge step on certain days, like when you're having a bad day, and that you could keep that in your awareness and pull it back in. When you're able to do that, oh, girl, you are on the road of healing. And that is where they're at with you. They're like, you are on the road of healing. Because once you do, and it is in your awareness, it just changes everything, because they are wanting you to raise that vibration. Because I feel like you're more like me. I always tell people all the time, I'm not a medium, because where my energy vibrates at, I vibrate at the angelic realm. I don't vibrate at mediumship realm because it's lower, and it doesn't resonate with me as well, and it's not a good fit for me. And I think you're wanting, and you're in your aura and everything, all your energy wants to vibe really high. They're like really, really high. It's like where you feel most comfortable. And then you are getting, it's like you are working your way up, and you are getting there. And that would happen to be with that beautiful platinum color, because it shows that you're very connected to the divine. So it actually is. And they said because they're also showing it's like she's very connected. She's very intuitive, because they're pulling everything up. But when they're pulling up, they're showing me that beautiful pillar of light that you have. And you have a book in you.
Ooh.
You have a book in you, Michaela. You have an interesting story of a situation, of a life experience that that it is a little unique, that they want you to share. And they go, it doesn't have to necessarily be a book, but that's how they're showing me that's the book pages opening up. They said it could be like a blog, or it could be just a post, or it could be something that your experience can share with somebody else. And that's the most beautiful thing that we can do, because when we're get to that point in our lives that we can actually share that experience of who we really are with other people, and then other people can actually join in, and they're sitting there saying, oh, I'm not the only one that's been through that. And then, communication and healing starts. And that's always been my biggest thing. I love giving people messages. I love helping people work on their manifestations because it keeps their vibration high. And once we keep that vibration of the collective higher, it's just a better world. And that's the nicest way to say it. But I feel like I could see you in the future raising other people's vibration. And I feel like that's like part of your soul purpose, because that's where they're going at. It's like she should be up here because she brings people up here with her. It's like people really do, when they're around you, they feel really comfortable. Like you're the one they can go to and have the conversation, and maybe a hard conversation that maybe you meet a stranger and they tell you their life story and stuff like that, because your energy feels really, really good. But they do. They just want you to say that when you're ready, you'll open that door of all that experience that you want to let out. But just remember, it's always your story to tell, because that's the key point they keep going back to me. It's always your story to tell. It's not somebody else's point of view to talk about your story to other people. It's yours. And they want you to know that. It's nobody else can speak about your experiences like you can. And that's what I'm going to leave with you, Miss Michaela. And I hope you resonated with that. I really do.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. From the color you first got to the blog, like I actually today had like this huge epiphany, because I love taking photos and I edit them to like how I see them in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been thinking about doing the blog and kind of doing like an automatic writing type of thing with that. So I'm definitely going to.
I think you're going in the right direction. And your epiphany is them just talking in your ear, because you are intuitive. You really are, and lean into it because it's who you are. But it's like they just want you to know that people can't tell your story like you can. So don't be afraid to speak up and tell your story. And I'm glad that resonated with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you guys.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Thank you, Michaela. And Miss Michaela, I hope you'll come back and let us know when you've written that book. That's awesome.
Or share your blog with us. Get on the
Yes.
Facebook page and share it with us so we can follow along too. We're here to lift each other up.
That's right. That's right. That's awesome. Thank you, Michaela. And thank you, everyone, for choosing that number that went to Michaela. Again, we're doing that intuitive collective where you choose a number from your heart so that we can give that message to the person that needs it and the collective as well. So I just want to say welcome in real quick. I see we had Natty B join us, and Carlina and Daniel. Paula, welcome. Julie B's in the house. Brianna and Bolina and Danielle. Welcome, everyone. Edwina and Emma, Kimberly, Giovanni. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Krista, I hope you heard us earlier. I don't know what is going on. Everybody's raising their hands. Some people, when I hit that invite speaker up, they're able to come up, and then some people, they're not able to see it, and I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on, but please, Krista, Lisa said contact her if you can go through Facebook. Yes. Lisa Roney, Roney, and you can get her through email at readingsbyroney@yahoo.com. So up next, based on the number that everyone gave me in that chat box in Clubhouse, I have Brandy. Brandy, welcome up. Yes, she said, I would be so grateful for a spirit reading.
All right. Got you. I'm going to take a big, deep breath with me. When I first step into your energy, it's almost like this. It's not quite white light that they're showing me. It's got a little gray to it. And they're showing me it's because it's got that little bit of gray in there. It's like she feels like she's stuck almost. It's like it's kind of weighing you down a little bit. It's like you've been going through a phase of like a funk. That's what they're saying. It's like she's gotten a funk. And I hope it's just the winter blues. Because the warmer it gets outside, the harder it is to keep me inside. And if you're okay with it, Brandy, I'm just going to send some energy your way to help release that a little bit. So it'll, and if you want it, just say yes in your head. If you don't feel like you have to accept it. Because as soon as I was done doing that, my color went to yellow. It went to this really, really pretty yellow. Sorry, I got Kuma. I'm trying to keep the puppy happy at the same time. And it goes into this really, really pretty yellow. And it's almost like that Easter color yellow because I could see the dyed eggs and everything in that beautiful color of yellow. And they said that is where she resonates best with her energy. That is where you feel good, is when you're pushing off that color. And because they're going straight up into your heart chakra, because they're saying it goes straight back into self-care. And it's not and I always say it's not always about the manis and petties, but sometimes it is the manis and petties. But they're saying it's just that self-care, putting yourself first, of taking that few minutes of quiet time. And they're saying, I just don't feel like it. I feel like you're not getting that right now. It's kind of like you're going through and you have a couple of minutes and it's like, okay, I got to stop. Okay, this person. And then it's like, okay, I'm going through. Okay, I got to stop. Like you feel like you would almost, like you felt like it's time for you. Like it's almost like you feel like, okay, when I get that done with this, I'll have time for me. And then you get there and it's not happening. And they said, you've got to stop and put yourself first. They said that has to stop. And because I am who I am and I'm kind of personable and I tell people about me, and that is Kuma. Sorry, guys. And I felt like that for a really, really, really long time. Like I used to be with my kids. I used to be like, okay, when we got to this point, I'm finally going to do this for me. And then something else will come up and I don't do it. And then something else comes up and I take care of that situation. But I feel like it's almost like on a loop. And they're showing me that loop. And they said, once you realize, like you see it coming, it's like going back to that awareness. And they're saying, once you realize, it's like, wow, I did put myself on that loop. It's like, I'm always, I'll take care of this. I'll take care of that. And I put myself on that loop. It's like, wait a second. And you got to tell them no. It's like almost like sitting there and it almost breaks your heart. It's like, you got to tell them no. It's like, not this time. Because you yourself, your energy, your balance needs to be balanced. It's just like it needs to have the yin and the yang. It needs to have both. And I feel like you're a little off kiltered. It's like they're showing me it's a little harder work and it's a little more of this than this. And they really would like for you to even it out a little bit more. Because as soon as that came down, it was just like it went down. And they were like, that is where, like, she needs to be here. It's like, as you go, and then they're showing me, it's like you go. And it's like, sometimes you just have to take a minute for yourself. And I know I've had this conversation with Lisa. I'm a natural born channel, and I put off doing what I love most, thinking that it would be too much of an imbalance in our life to do what I do now, and it would just off kilter the whole house. Like it would just go into chaos. So I just didn't do it. And it was like, I should have done this a lot. I should have put myself first a whole lot, before this, because I feel like my kids would have been better because they seen me work very, very, very hard at a corporate job that I was completely miserable at to make sure that we were taking care of them. And when I finally stopped and put myself first and learned how to put me and my husband, is like when we did that, everything started to change. And I really do feel like that's where you're at, Brandy. And I hope that resonated with you. You are not the only mama or caregiver out there that has been in your shoes. Trust me. I think we all know how that feels, don't we, Miss Lisa?
Sure do. Oh my
Sure
goodness.
do.
And she said every day, all day.
There you go. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop because she's going to burn herself out.
Yeah. Self-care is so important, honey. And I'm so glad you joined us.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. And Melanie, I saw you pop in on the feeds. Welcome. And we have joining us Belina and Kelly. And I see Armand just joined us. Welcome, everybody in Clubhouse. What's been going on is you guys, unbeknownst to each other, have been picking numbers so that you can choose between 1 and 15. If there's 15 people on Clubhouse, when you choose a number, you're actually selecting a message for the greatest and highest good of that person in the group. So I have from the feed, they gave me a number 7 in Clubhouse, excluding Miss Michaela, because we just had a reading. I'm going to pull to refresh. Is Laura. Laura, are you there?
Yes.
Yay! Welcome. Thank you so much. This is so exciting. Laura,
I love
Lisa,
this.
Lisa, Laura.
Hey, Laura, do you
Hi.
have any questions, or would you just like to hear from Spirit today?
I would like to hear from Spirit today. Yes.
It's always the best because it's like sometimes when I go into it, people are one, I'm like, but they really want to, and that's what I feel like too. There's like, don't let her choose that one. Don't let her choose that one because we have things to say. Just take a big deep breath with me. Just take a big deep breath with me through your heart and take 1 or 2, whatever you need. When I step into your energy, I actually get this beautiful orange color. It's almost like sunset orange, and it's got like a hint of red and pink in it. And it's they're showing me that's what it is. I am seeing this most beautiful sunset. And I'm sitting and I'm going, okay, we're moving up through the chakra because they're like moving around through your chakras a little bit. And I'm like, because they kind of went up high and they kind of went back down low. And they made me feel like, oh, I want to talk about manifestations. And they said, we're going to talk about manifestations, but they want to go a little bit higher. And they want to go between your heart, your high heart, and your throat. You've got a little bit of stuck energy through there. And all it is, and they said, it's not something like, they said, make sure you're clear. And I'm going to be. Sometimes when you get stuck energy in our chakras, they could be from traumas or experiences, because we're all energy. We've made of energy. We store energy. And they said it's not that. It's an energy that used to work for you and it doesn't serve you any purpose. It's like you've gone through some changes. And they've really saying that you've really done like a lot of work here on yourself. And when I mean that with the heart chakra, I feel like there's been some forgiveness gone on in the past and you've moved forward. It's like you've gotten to this point in your life where you can look back at a situation that's happened to you and you can forgive them, but it's like you almost don't even have to tell them that you forgive them. It's like the forgiveness is for you. Mm-hmm. You know, when you let go of that energy, when you do these things, they said, this is for you. You know, the other person can gain from it and it can help them with their healing process. But they said that, oh, it is so windy. It is moving today.
Is that what that was? Oh, I can see it.
That was wind. Yes,
wow.
The trees, the wind. It was like, wow. But they did. And they were saying when you get to that point or you've just been there or it's coming into your awareness, they said, when we forgive and we move forward, that's for us. It's not always for the other person. That's for us to move forward with our energy, for us to move forward in our life. And so that is huge to remember when we're doing these things, we're not doing these things to benefit somebody else. We do what we do. And, you know, even like with us and the way we channel and the way we work our energy through our own body, when I go through and I still have revelations of, oh, that did bother me. And, oh, that's still bothering me like that. And then when I have to look back at the situation, I'm like, okay. And when I heal from it, it's for me. And they said, that is a really big thing that they want you to hear. It's for you. The other person's healing process is their healing process. And they said, and it's not to sound stingy or selfish or anything, but sometimes within our energy, we have to be a little stingy. We have to be a little selfish because we've got to take care of ourselves. And healing, you know, through the years, and it's not so much, you know, they're saying it's not just about healing. And I can hear them saying, it's just about things that we learn in this lifetime. and how we're using it to benefit us, and like things that we knew we were coming in this lifetime, that with, that virtue that we were going to work with and stuff like that. That is for you. You play a part in other people as well. And that's the part they want to bring up. You play a part in other people's healing, and like the tables can get turned. You can change the seats around. And they said, then she'll understand that part of it. And said, but honestly, when you are moving forward now, make sure you're moving forward for yourself. Because they're showing me you stepping up, like going up a flight of steps. It's like, because every step that you take, that's your step. That's for you. And who you choose to bring with you, that's for you. And they're pretty strong about it. So I hope that resonated. I really, really do. You'll have to let me know. And because I feel good about it. I almost feel like it's like that inner strength. It's like getting stronger every day. And I feel good. It's like, and it's almost like you're looking around, looking back at somebody like, I told you, I've got this. And that's what they're showing me. Back to you. There you go, Miss Lise.
Laura?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that makes sense because I've been working with sunlight, actually,
Wow.
and the frequencies at sunrise and sunset, those red, orange, pink.
Oh, I
frequencies.
love that.
Yeah.
Thank
I've been very
you.
committed to that. So that's very
Thank
specific,
you.
something that's new that I've been
Validation.
doing.
That is so awesome. I could hear you chuckling. Laura, and I'm like, that is so awesome. And also, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lise.
No. And thank you. I'm really so glad you gave me that validation, because they showed me a picture that I had taken. It was like the first week of the pandemic when we all stopped working. And well, maybe it was the week before. And I was at a lake and we were on our way to nationals. And I took this beautiful picture of the sunset. And it was the most gorgeous picture I took with my phone. And it was all those colors that you just mentioned as well. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Love how that works. Which brings me to my next statement. You guys are awesome, because if you're new, you just joined in, we've been playing a game of you've been selective by the collective. You just choose a number. You just choose a number from your heart of what number you feel needs to have a message. And I'm really seeing it. This is like all these messages are very much resonating. Yeah, and that goes to anybody on the replay watch, on the podcast. Know that if it's resonating for you, you guys are on fire tonight. Thank you so much. And Clubhouse chose number 7 for the feeds. And the feeds, guys, are people coming in from Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Twitch. And next week it will be that YouTube channel up above. If you haven't already, I hope you'll subscribe and hit that notification bell. Number 7, come on down. I have Melanie from Facebook. Hi from UK, London. Hope you are well. Welcome,
Hi,
Melanie.
Okay, I'm just going to take a deep breath. Take one with me. Melanie, when I first stepped into your energy, I really got this pretty pink. And it's not like a pale pink. It's more of a brighter pink. Not quite fuchsia, because they're telling me, don't go that far. Don't go that far, Lisa. And I'm like, okay, I'll tone back the color chart a little bit. Thank you. My guides are a little funny. But okay, I'm going to set that color just a little higher. It just helps me connect a little bit better. When I first step into your energy, they're going down. But when they're going down, I'm going in between your solar plex and down into your cerebral. It's almost like hard to breathe, and they're pushing the energy down to that spot. But I feel like a lot of weight on my chest, because it's like when I breathe out, I feel like it's almost raspy. It's like a smoker would have. Like, I did smoke for many years. That's what it felt like. It felt like it was that smoker, like almost bronchitis. Because this is when I'm going through it. This is an ancestor. This isn't a, yeah, they're going through, because like I always tell people, I'll get mediumship messages, but I'm not a medium. And boy, they got a lot of energy. I'll have to move my camera because you've got it. So if you had somebody that had some energy or had issues through here, and it could be almost like lungs or like a heart, like almost congestive heart and stuff like that, because I feel like there's a lot of weight on my chest. Like when it's coming down, I feel like there's almost a lot of weight on my chest. And you guys are going to hear the puppies because they're ornery today.
So sweet.
It's Kuma. I can't get mad at him. I just can't.
Oh, you
He makes
can't.
me
It's so
smile.
sweet.
He makes me smile every day. Okay, they're taking that part of way. They were saying that's almost like the way you would understand. And they're saying, I hope you understand. Boy, they're just pushing all that energy right there. Because the next thing they're showing me an imagery of you being outside, and I see the sidewalk. It's like the houses are on the right side with a road, and across from the road would almost be either a field or a park, is what they're showing me. It's like you could have walked across the street and you could have rode your bike down there, because I keep seeing a bicycle when it's coming down through there. They're showing me a bicycle. And it's almost like kid-like play. And when I mean kid-like play, like it's like we all would have went there and played Red Rover, send, Melanie right over. And it's like, because I could see like the neighbor kids coming through. And then I can feel almost like you're being called back home, because then I can hear the lady screaming. It's like, that because we, my generation, when we didn't have phones and stuff like that. So when the street lights came home, you just looked up and everybody scattered. And I feel like somebody would have yelled at you to come back right before that time. It would have been more like dusk time. Like they didn't quite allow you to stay out that late. It would have been when the sun starts to get to a certain spot, you just get your butt on back home. And that's what I kind of felt like. But because they're showing me is like, nope, she couldn't stay out late enough for the streetlights to come on. And they said that I do. And I feel like there's like a lot of childlike play. And they're going back, because now they're going back up into your heart chakra now. And they said, I really wish you would have, more of that spontaneity of a child. They're saying that spontaneity of a child means so much. It's like sometimes we feel like, we'll just go, hey, how much money we got in the bank? Can we afford to go here? Let's hop in the car and go. And they're saying it's almost like that energy. It's like, have more of that. It's like and they're saying COVID kind of slowed some things down and what we're doing and stuff like that. But it's like, it's opening all back up now. And they're showing it's so much safer now. And it's going to be great. And they're saying it's opening all back up now. And they would really like for you to get out and have that child, like, boy, they do. I do. I just keep getting a lot of, pressure in my chest. Okay. They're slowing it down for me. The part of being who I am is sometimes I could feel their pain. Like I can feel what they felt, and I can feel what you feel, and I turn it up so I can feel these things while we do the lives, and then I turn it right back down when we get done, because I don't want to feel it all the time. I don't want to absorb everybody's energy, but they're showing me that part of you too, because they're moving in, because they're showing me that you're it's like, it's almost like you're a little empathic. And in the empathic part of it, it's like other people's energy is sticking to you, and they really want you to work on that. And they said you can do that with your grounding, and it's not always going outside. Sometimes it is just sitting there and envisioning that, that cord and plug straight into Mother Earth and coming straight down and straight into Mother Earth. And they said, and she would get that grounding and get really grounded. Learn how to put in that buffer between other people and you. And all it has to be, you don't have to have an activation. You don't have to be attuned. It's just intention. And that's what they want you to know. It's just intention, because everything is within you. They said, if you feel like you put the true intention, like meditate, put the true intention, like you want to put that buffer between you and the person that's having the conversation with you, so you're not absorbing all their energy. They don't want you to absorb it because I feel like it's weighing you down a little bit because they're saying it just messes with the flow is their exact words. It just kind of messes with the flow. And they said, and that's not where you resonate at, and that's not where you want to be.
Elise,
Yes.
I did want to tell you, Melanie did say when you were saying to get out, it's almost like to remember what it's like, childhood, to be a kid, to go out and play now. And I really can't say enough. That's a message that's resonated for a lot of people through the collective that I've been hearing. You know, get out and play, have fun, remember what it was like. Because Melanie just said, and I think this is why she got this, right? Didn't really have a childhood. Moved out at 15.
Hey,
And
Brett, can I get the power cord?
and now she said 2 kids now, 40 years old.
That's right. And they do, and they want that energy because when we're at that energy, that childlike energy, our vibration is so much higher. And that's where they want us. They want us to vibe high. That's why we're here. They don't want us to feel sluggish and worn down. And we've been on here for a while, so I need to plug my laptop in, guys.
Oh,
Sorry.
my goodness, guys. I didn't even think about that. Do you need to go? We're sitting here just having a good time. This is what
How about we do one more because we did start a little early.
Yeah, let me just check. I asked the people in the feeds. Thank you so very much. They gave me a number. I'm going to pull to refresh in Clubhouse. And let me just say one more time, I'd like to just restart the room in Clubhouse and say, guys, if you just joined us, thank you so very much. We greatly appreciate it. We have a link up above to our YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, I hope you'll subscribe. We have so many beautiful energy practitioners, spiritual musicians, hopefully spiritual comedians we're going to have on. Hit that subscribe button, whatever platform you're on, and notification bell. And most importantly, I hope you'll connect with Lisa Roney for a one-on-one because she's amazing. You can catch her through Facebook. She said just to enter her name. Friend her, she said, because you're so laid back. I love it. And then you can also email her at readingsbyroney@yahoo.com. I love that they have that chat now on the bottom of Clubhouse because I've actually put that in there because it's hard when they can't see. You know, Melanie said thank you. Thank
so
you for
welcome,
being with us, Melanie. So let me just go to that person. Thank you so much for that number, guys. The number they selected in Clubhouse is 6, and I'm going to count. Pull to refresh. That would be Kate. Kate, are you there? Hello, Kate in Clubhouse. Giving you guys time because I know that mute button's a pain.
I am here.
It's like, hey. Hi, Kate.
I forgot where my phone was.
Now you're talking my language, Kate. My phone, my car keys, my wallet. But ask me about a conversation I had 10 years ago, and I can tell you all about it.
It's so weird, right? I know.
It is. All right, Kate. Do you have a question, or would you like to have a general reading from Spirit?
Oh gosh, I think all I can come up with is general, please.
General, no, it's absolutely not a problem. Go ahead and take a big deep breath with me. Take 2 if you need to. When I first step into your energy, you've got this really beautiful pink to it, and it is on the paler side of the pink. I'm going to raise it up just a hair. It just helps me connect a little bit better. And they instantly go to my ears. It's like I got a lot of energy going towards my ears. And I understand what they're saying now. Okay, so they're saying you're a little empathic. And you used to, when you were younger, you thought you would hear, things, or like almost like a conversation that you would have, but there would be nobody there. And they were like, there was somebody there. They want to make sure you know that it wasn't your imagination. They said she thinks that she's part of the imagination crew, because when everybody can do, this is my thing. Everybody is connected, and that's where they're going with you. It's like, remind everybody is connected. That is why we are here. some people's connection developed after like traumas, and they've had a dark night of the soul, and it's like they've gone into this slamming, and their gifts were developed. And then other people, they were born and they were a little more aware, and they eased into it a little bit better. And they said you were one of those people that you were more aware when you were younger, because and then you got to listen to people told you, oh, that's really not true, it's just your imagination, that's not how that works. And they said they would really like you to go back and think about that part of your life when you knew, when you were little, and you knew that you were getting things, like having the imaginary conversation that you thought was imaginary, but it wasn't. And they said that is a really good energy point. And they're showing me, because I look at it as pivot points in our lives, because we have free will. It was this beautiful thing. And it was like, that was like a pivot point for you that you set up, like predetermined. Like when you got to that point in your life and you got there, is like you decided to kind of close things down a little bit and you took another path. It's not a wrong path, because the whole coolest thing about us being all on this beautiful planet together is the journey. And they said, it's the journey to the end. And they want to remind you that it's like, it's never too late to go back to that pivot point and change things if you choose to. And they said, you can always go back there, because when I channel different energies, even when I meditate or I'm getting my own downloads and stuff like that, I will feel the energy of what it felt like when I was 15. Or I will feel the energy in my body, what it felt like when I was even younger child, or even in my 30s. And that's kind of like the little pivot points. And they said, you can go back to that pivot point at that time in your life and feel that same energy that you had felt prior to that. And they said, and it's almost like for you, when you do that, when you don't even realize you're doing it, it's almost like this. They're saying it's almost like you're aligning your chakras yourself. Like you're doing it to almost bring your energy back to where it feels more comfortable for you. And they're like, the beautiful thing about it for me is that you don't even know you're doing it. But you get to that pivot point. I know, but when you get to that point and stuff like that, they were like, if she's choosing to, and if you want to be able to do a little bit more with like yourself within your own abilities, because you have them, it's there for you. Talk to your guides. That's the other thing too. And I can hear your angels, because I'm like, I vibe more on that angelic realm. It's like your angels would like you to talk to them too. And they want you to ask them for help. It's okay. Like I can feel Archangel Michael stepping in, and he's like, I hold space for her a lot, because now I feel his vibration coming in on my right side. And he was like, you ask, like you need help, like in your head, it's like, and he's there and he steps in, and he was like, he's helping you ground a little bit. He's helping you have that firm foundation, even though you're not doing it by yourself. That way you feel that little bit easygoing. But your angels are actually sitting there saying, I wish she would ask more from us. I wish she would wake up and say, I want to have this kind of day today. That way they can send you that energy of what you're wanting and your intention is. They said she can communicate and ask so much more, because they're saying, because she does it in life too. It's like, it's not she doesn't ask everybody for, and it's like, it's not just us, it's other people as well. And there's like, she would really wish that you would ask for a little bit more help, because this is tough. This is the hard thing about life, is sometimes life is tough and it's exhausting, and we got to regroup, and it's not always, roses and, walks in the park and stuff like that. And it's like, but you can feel that energy throughout the day, and your angels are right there with you. And in fact, just to get you a number, you have 2 main angels that are with you all the time, like a lot. And I feel like sometimes when it's like, wow, that just, when I say, wow, that was close, and you could have been clipped by a car, because I could feel like one is almost like on that protective, like, oh, we're going to pull her back just a second, like that. And they said, because they're so protective of you, and they pull you back a little bit when you don't know you need it. And then they're like, they'll open up the door and they give you that little push out in there. And it's like, okay, now she needs it. there goes Kuma again. But sorry, guys.
I
If you
love
knew
him.
if you knew him, you'd understand. He is my baby. But I'm gonna leave you with that. They're like they want you to lean into them more. You have gifts. Use your pivot points. Feel that energy because it is all there. Everything is inside of you already. And I hope you do. I hope you
Beautiful.
resonate with that. Thank you.
Yes, beautiful. Lately, I've been seeing the angels tickling the bottom of my feet, like I'm a little girl, and it feels quite like 4 or 5, and they're tickling the bottom of my feet.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You have a third one, and I feel like the third one kind of pops in and out. And I think the third one pops in and out when you are saying, "I really do need more of this." And it's like they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to say, "Come on, spiritual support team, I need this today." And that's what I call mine. And that's what that's our little slang team. When I wake up, I say, "Hey, spiritual support team, they're all here for me, guys. Come on in. Let's have a talk. This is what we're going to do today. Send me clear line signs so I can see them because I'm a little dumb sometimes and I need your guidance." All right. I know it's just me. It's my personality. But thank you. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying hanging out with you this week. I'm glad I got to see you twice this week. Thank you. And I saw your message too, honey, and I wanted to say to everyone, Kate just said such empowering messages today. Self-care, play, forgiveness. This is what that whole process
Healing.
of was. You've been selected by the collective of selecting a number.
Right.
That's awesome.
I love it. Selected by the collective. That is something we are going to continue to do, Miss Lisa.
I love
because
it.
I really feel like the people that needed to hear some messages today.
Yes.
But I always do. My intention, when I meditate before I go into this, my intention is that everybody hears something that they resonate with. Mm-hmm. Here now on the live, or if somebody's catching this on a replay later on, I want they're going to be able to listen to this, and spirit is going to get something to them because that's why we're here. We're here to help.
That's right. And thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for the extra time. I appreciate you. Love you. And everyone.
I love you too.
We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Please hit subscribe. Please look up Lisa Roney on Facebook. She's at ReadingsbyRoney@yahoo.com. And we hope we see you again soon. We'll have a calendar of events listed on that link pinned up above on YouTube. And again, guys, thank you so much. That was so much fun. Thank you, Lisa.
It was. Thank you.
Love to you all, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Mwah. Bye. I got to learn to put myself back on screen. I just don't do it. Love you. Bye.
Bye.